of the Ganassi pair. Looking down over the field now, over the D-shaped oval here at Michigan. Indeed, they don't get the start underway. So Jimmy Vasser, they will be scoring at this point. Of course, it will be a lap in.
Of course, winning the Indy 500, he doesn't have the opportunity to even try to do that these days with the split between kart and the IRL. But he really wants to win the US 500. He has one here, as we saw at the beginning.
Tracy battling over 7th place, but meanwhile, Michael Andretti has opened up a little bit of a gap, 2 seconds, which is really quite a lot around this track. Because if you can get away from your opponents, get away being completed here, that still means there's 190 to go. And there's been a big accident of Ferran in the wall. I was just looking at that, trying to make out what it was. Gilles de Ferran has hit the wall. The man who was battling to stay on the lead lap. Andretti had got away from him. Yep. But Alex Barron is in the pits, the second Penske in this race. He had got himself up in 50 miles per hour. And we see the helmet camera again on board the Newman Haas crew member on the right front. Great shots from this camera. Now we wait to see if it's all clear. And it's time to get out of there. Away he accelerates, doesn't have to worry too much about the speed limit.
We talked about it earlier on, how they really have done a good job in the integrity of these chassis.
People that wished him well on his final ride for the Pac West team. And Roberto, I know you wanted to go out here and win this thing as your final ride. You really had. You are super sub, aren't you?
It didn't work out this weekend, but we had a great run in the other 7 races. We every time on the points, other than when we had some electrical problems in the car in Cat Lake. So I'm very, very pleased with the Motorola Pac West team. They did a great job for me, and they've done something there that will go in the memory. Everybody signed for me a helmet. This is going to be a treasure for me.
Keeping his nose clean, staying out of trouble, looking for his first career win, and a number of first career wins have come here in Michigan. Pancho Carter back in 81, John Paul Jr. in 83, the great Emerson Fittipaldi took his first Champ Car victory here at Michigan in 85, Scott Goodyear, another man to take his first win, and Alonso Jr. surely in trouble this time. It's an engine problem we're being reported to us, and he slowly coasts his way into pit lane.
Crucial.
Down in pit lane, Alonso Jr. has clambered out of his stricken Penske. Let's hear from him.
Here. Alonso Jr. very disappointed, obviously. We're going to try and jump here and find out. Al, quickly, what happened?
Just something in the engine. We lost engine power. Really, we had a real good race car all day. We kind of messed it up trying to go a little bit quicker with taking that wicker out, but we're very lucky and fortunate to get that lap back. And then, but I tell you, you know, my tires are good for me all day. Goodyear did a super job for us. And what can I say? You know, we just keep trying. And if I could have led the thing and not have anybody in front of me, we could have gone away. But following people, you know, they finally got quick enough that they'd steal my front end away from me just enough to where I couldn't pass them.
Year with Vasser and Zanardi, and meanwhile Dario's got to watch out here because he's going to lose the toe if he's not careful. That's Andretti and Tracy side by side through turns 3 and 4. 2 veterans of oval track racing. Across the line they come to complete another lap. That's 5 laps to go now. Max Papis still race leader. Still this battle continues for 4th position. Papis has managed to pull away up front. It's up to 2.6 seconds between Papis and Kanaan. Kanaan is lonely in second. He's 3 seconds ahead of Juan Montoya.
You heard the call there. 4 laps to go down. Max Papis in control of this race. Tony Kanaan in second place. The fastest man on the road is Juan Montoya in 3rd place, but he's still 3 seconds behind Tony Kanaan. Other things remaining equal, he will not be able to close down that gap. This is the battle we're watching. 4th, 5th and 6th there. Tracy holding off there. Michael Andretti dives past Dario Franchitti one more time. I'd be amazed to know how many times these two have traded positions during this 250 lap race. I'd love to have a look at that onboard camera afterwards and analyse it, Ben. There he goes again, Michael Andretti this time, down to the inside.
240 miles an hour, wheel-to-wheel dicing for 500 miles. That's about what it's been for Michael Andretti and Dario Franchitti here today. Dario perhaps just playing it a bit patient. There is our race leader, Max Papis. He drives for Team Rahal. Bobby Rahal, no longer the driver. He is the spotter today. Is he going to see his man come through to take Team Rahal since last year when Brian Herzer took victory towards the end of the season at Laguna Seca. Papis deserves a win, there's no doubt. He's driven superbly here today, but I just cannot say what's going to happen in this battle for 4th position. Just 2 laps to go this time then as they go across the line. Tracy, Andretti, and then Franchitti. Fernandez is behind them and not that far behind them either, so they've got to watch out for Adrian Fernandez joining in.
That's absolutely right. He's joining in the front as well. Adrian Fernandez doesn't want to be left out, but there he is, Max Papis, off turns 3 and 4 for one more time. This will be the white flag. There it is from Jim Swintel. One more lap, just 2 miles for Max Papis.
2 years ago, Alex Zanardi took his first oval victory here at Michigan, and it looks as though it's another Italian, a good friend of Zanardi, who is going to take his first Champ Car victory here today. Max Papis, the popular character, the big man of Champ Car racing, is going to come through to take his first ever win on the Michigan Speedway after 500 miles. He's slowed down. Kanaan, he's gone past. He's run out of fuel. Kanaan is going to take the win. And Tony,
is he? There goes Montoya. Oh my goodness me, he cut that fine. Kanaan takes the checkered flag, but Juan Montoya was going about 30 miles an hour faster as he crossed the line. And Tony Kanaan, what a fabulous drive there, Ben. What a great finish, but what tragedy for Max Papis.
I don't believe it. Max Papis was just a matter of yards away from winning his first ever race, and it's all gone wrong for him. He can't believe it. He's driven across the grass, he's into pit lane, and Tony Kanaan has taken his first ever win. It's the McDonald's car, but boy, Montoya so nearly took it at the line.
That makes me so angry. 100 to 1 I could have gone on that. I'm not a betting man. I should be, shouldn't I? What a great drive, though. He's come back. He came for a lap down. The McDonald's team worked so hard to regain that lap. Kanaan drove a brilliant race. Great strategy by Steve Horn and the crew. And heartbreak from Max Papis. He deserved victory today.
Oh, I can't believe it. And look at those pictures. Those pictures of disappointment for Max Papis, the pictures of ecstasy for Tony Kanaan, getting congratulations from just about every other driver, another hugely popular driver in the paddock. But poor Max Papis just cannot believe it. How can he lose the race on the last lap after 500 miles, after dominating this event? Tony Kanaan, who suffered that broken wicker early in the race. Well, let's go down to the Papis pit.
The dash had gone out, so we didn't know where the fuel meter was. We made a calculation based off of what the tank said and ran him lean there toward the end, and obviously it was about 1 lap short.
Did you know it was close because you had a radio communication on the last lap to go down a little on fuel? Were you nervous? Did you know it could be that tight?
Yeah, we went down on the fuel, but we didn't feel that it was that tight, obviously, or we'd have gone more.
Bitter disappointment. Sorry.
We drove a great race. And sorry for all the guys at Miller. Sorry for the guys here because everything they did right.
And that is Tim Cindric there, the team manager for Team Rahal, and hats off to him there for having the guts to explain that there. They just cut it short. Half a gallon was all he needed, not even that. Just a thimble full of fuel was all Max Papis needed. And there, Tony Kanaan in victory lane once again. Steve Horn is the team manager. There is his close buddy Cristiano de Matter there putting a hand in. Cristiano had a great run. They sort of said they shared a motorhome this weekend, and a great drive for Tony Kanaan. There is Christine Horn, the wife of Steve Horn, who manages the team these days for Jerry Forsyth.
Fantastic pictures. Look at the celebration for Tony Kanaan. What a great guy he is. And let's hear from Gary Gerald.
Thinking coming down as you were chasing Max Papis.
Man, the luck has to turn back around, and we did today. We had a struggle. I lost my radio in lap number 10, and we went lap down, but the car was working good. The drive-through crew did a great job, and Steve Horn, Jerry Forsyth, Tony Brunetti, I mean, everybody run, everybody, Christine, everybody, oh my guys, I mean.
How did you get back? How did you work your way back from being a lap down?
Flat out all the time, good strategy, and it's our right now. The luck's turning back, so let's go to the next one.
As a former Indy Lights champion, working your way up to the Champ Cars, you've waited a long time for this moment. Is the realization sinking in, and what's it feeling like?
Well, it's mine. I'm going to enjoy it with my crew and my guys and my girlfriend and everybody. Mom, I did it. I didn't crash this time.
He didn't crash, indeed. The official celebration will now get underway, and this is going to be a memorable night for the drive-through crew right here. Let's find out about Juan Montoya, who was just